it's Alex from Stone Canyon. As you can see, it's a little bit snowy out here today, but I thought what a perfect day to come show you what I like to do with my nature journal out at my magic sit spot. So before we head out to that magic sit spot, I want you to do a little check for yourself. It's chilly out today. It's about 30 degrees. So I know I have lots of layers. I have my hiking boots. I have some snow pants because even though it's not super cold, I still plan on sitting outside in the wet snow. So I want to make sure I don't get soggy. And I have lots of top layers. I have gloves, my hat, and I'm ready to go, okay? I've also let someone know that I'm heading out to my magic spot. So you do the same. And come on, follow me. Let's see what we can find today. So in my magic spot today, I'm going to bring with me a pencil, my nature journal, something sturdier to draw on, a couple of colored pencils just in case I want to draw something, and a few of my guidebooks. So I have Colorado wildlife and animal tracks. I also have some trees and wildlife just in case I want to figure out what's out there with me and I'm not exactly sure what it is. Time at my magic spot was awesome today. I don't know if you can see it behind me. I think that you can. There is a cactus right there, and then my magic spot was over to the right a little bit, and there are about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other cacti right there, which is so amazing. That's really what drew my attention today because I haven't seen very many cactus from where I'm from in Pennsylvania. So it was exciting to kind of observe and look at this new cactus, which I'm not exactly sure what kind it is. So I looked in my guidebook. That was one of the first things I wanted to do. I have a simple Colorado trees and wildflower pamphlet. There aren't very many cactus in this pamphlet, but I did see a prickly pear cactus and a hedgehog cactus, which I don't think that these are either of those. So prickly pear cactus, I am looking at the shape of the little pad, and it kind of grows in an oval shape. It does have a yellow flower, but you can tell that the cactus behind me is not in an oval shape. It has kind of long and skinny little stem arms there, so it doesn't really look like a prickly pear cactus. So I'm gonna cross that one off. But the hedgehog cactus, it grows almost in a bush like this one, but it seems like it's a little bit thicker, and here I see pictures of flowers that are red, and as you can see they were yellow on this cactus. So I don't think it's either of those. I'm going to do a little bit more research to figure out what we have found here. But I wanted to share with you some of the things I noticed. In my nature journal, I picked a page that has notes on this day, and there's a little section to write about what day it is and what the weather is like. There's also some sections to draw and doodle what you see, which I have some drawings here and I wrote a little bit on that too. And then you can make some observations based on your senses. So I wanted to share with you some of what I saw and felt and smelled and heard, and then finally some of the things I wondered when I was at my magic spot. So right away, something I saw were these cactuses just sitting here. They look so pretty to me, covered in snow. I didn't ever think I would see a cactus covered in snow in my life, so this is pretty cool. I also noticed that it looks like a bush. It kind of spreads out, it's bigger, and the stems seem to grow off of one another. Each of the stems is covered with these sharp, pointy spines that are about maybe 1 inch or 2 inches long. They look kind of mean. Some of them are purple, while others are just black, so I'm not sure why that is. I also noticed these little yellow bulbs growing off of the stem of the cactus. I'm not sure if that's going to turn into a flower or maybe a fruit or something like that, But when they're really small and they're just starting to grow, they look like a bunch of bananas. And then as they get bigger, they don't look like that as much. So that was kind of neat to notice. Things I could feel out here, I can feel the snow hitting my face, and I tried to catch a few snowflakes on my tongue. I didn't catch very many today, but it was still fun to try. I can smell some of the moist dirt around me. The snow has really moistened everything up and made it a little bit muddy out, but you can smell spring, which is so cool. Spring is on the way, even though we have some snow right now. And I really can't hear much, which is neat. I'm a little remote right now. I'm kind of out in the peace and quiet. So all I can really hear is myself moving around and some snowflakes softly falling and some drips of water. So it's pretty quiet out here right now. Now, I wonder so many things. I have a lot of questions about this cactus. So I have a lot of questions about the cactus. I noticed in some spots that the stem of the cactus was really bright green and it looked healthy, like that was growing, but some of the cactus kind of looked brown, which is just coming out of winter. Maybe that's what it looks like. But I also noticed that the brown spots of the cactus are a little bit thinner and it almost looks like tree bark. So I'm wondering if that's just what the cactus looks like when it dies in the winter and it's regrowing. I have a lot of questions about that, so I'm gonna look that up. I also wonder again, what kind of cactus is this? What do we have? And then I wanna know, is that yellow part that I saw, is that fruit? Is it going to turn into a flower? Yeah. And how big do these cactus get? How long do they live? I'm wondering a lot about cactus. I think I need to learn a little bit about some cactus. So, it's chilly out here now. Like I said in my guidebook, I haven't really found anything close enough to say that that's specifically that cactus. So I really want to go inside, warm up a little bit, do some research, and learn some more about this cactus, which is pretty cool. All right, I had some time to come inside, get warmed up, have my cup of tea. And I also had some time to call my friend Olivia from Stone Canyon. She is a plant expert. And together we have decided that this cactus is part of the cholla family. There are actually 20 different species of cholla cactus in North America. And the one that I found is called a tree cholla. It's pretty cool because this cactus can grow in hot deserts down in Texas and the whole way up to 6,000 feet in the mountains of Colorado. Some of the characteristics of this cactus are pretty cool. What look like branches are actually the stems of the cactus, and they're pretty important. They are used for water storage, they produce flowers, and that's where all the photosynthesis magic happens. On the stems, these little tubercules that look like small warts are growing, and from them grow these sharp spines on the cactus, the little prickly part of the cactus, which is actually the cactus's leaf. Another cool thing about the cholla is that the dead stems decay and they leave these hollow wooden tubes that are actually used in terrariums. You might have seen them in a terrarium or aquarium before.